So in today's video, we'll be discussing about how I got 5 offer letters right after I made my first switch and how you, even as a fresher or someone who is straight out of law school, can make that switch and get numerous offer letters. So in today's video, we'll be discussing firstly what techniques, tricks and tips I got and I used so that I can ace my interviews and how I got 5 offer letters. And secondly, will be discussing how you can gather all the requisite skills so that you can also land job and become in-house legal counsel. Here are certain screenshots from the various companies that I receive offer letter. Many of you dreamt and be in that position where you receive the message congratulating you for being selected for the position of in-house legal counsel. Now, how do I achieve that? So, to begin with, first you need to understand what are the skill sets that are required. Till the time you don't understand and you don't realize what are the skill sets that are required to become in-house legal counsel, you will keep on applying but will keep on facing rejections. The moment you realize what is missing at that particular point of time, you will be able to ace your interviews. So the starting point is to understand and realize what is missing here. The most important pointer that is missing here is what are the requirements? What does the company wants from the candidate who they will be hiring for? So if you are going in as a fresher, you keep on applying thinking that they will give you a chance and they'll give you an opportunity to learn. You are highly mistaken. You'll never get a chance. You'll keep on applying and you'll be heartbroken knowing the fact that you are almost every time getting rejected for the sole reason you are at the outset not understanding what are the company's requirements. So first understand company's requirements. Now, how do you understand what are the company's requirements? The basic criteria to understand company's requirement is go through their job description. Every company, doesn't matter whichever position they are hiring for, they always provides job description. That job descriptions always provides what are the skill set that they want from a candidate who will be joining them as an in-house legal counsel. The moment you go through the JD, you will realize majority of the aspects or majority of the skill set that the company wants revolve around contracts. Now, why is that? Why are contracts most important part for any company, for any in-house legal role? The sole reason for that is because majority of the work, almost 80 to 85% of your everyday work revolves around contracts. You will be reviewing, redlining, vetting contracts, you will be negotiating on contracts, you will be drafting contracts, but major requirements day in, day out, you will be bound by contracts. So that is why majority of the companies and majorly all in-house roles requires prior experience or prior knowledge and skill sets of contract vetting and negotiation. This is where majority fails. You keep on modifying your CV, you keep on sending the same CV stating what you have done. But you need to understand what you have done. That experience is not relevant to the company that you are applying for. That experience is not relevant to in-house position. You need to understand what experience is relevant to them. Till the time you don't understand and realize that, you won't be able to make that switch. So next time you are applying for an in-house position, make sure you understand what are the skill sets that are required by a company. Make sure to incorporate those skills in your CV. Till the time you don't incorporate those skills in your CV, you won't never be selected or shortlisted even for an interview, let alone being selected as in-house legal counsel. Once you have understood what are the skill sets that are required to become in-house legal counsel, next thing is how to implement that. Merely knowing the skills is not enough. At the outset, the HR receives your CV. Your CV is your first impression. So using the right keywords, you need to showcase through your CV that the experience the company is looking for, you have that experience, or at least you have skill set and knowledge around what company is looking for. Till the time you don't mention in your CV, there would be automatic rejections. You don't even get a chance to appear for interviews. So that's the second thing. You need to modify your CV stating all the skill set that you have acquired. Then the third thing and the most important thing to clear your interviews. Merely being shortlisted is never enough. You need to convince the hiring manager that you have not just portrayed the required skills in your CV, you actually have knowledge of those skills. Now, all the skill set that are required, they come back to a simple question. What do we do? From where do we acquire those skills? We do not have any practical training or knowledge. We didn't get a chance to do some work practically during law school. This is the most unfortunate reason why many don't even get a chance to begin with. The only alternate you have to gather is you can join our live sessions, wherein you will not just be receiving all the practical knowledge, but you will actually be doing it by yourself. Till the time you don't do it by yourself, you won't know how much you have learned. And till the time you don't actually do contract vetting and negotiations by yourself, you will never be able to convince the hiring manager that you have the requisite skills and you have acquired those skills practically. You will never be able to convince the hiring manager. So the first step out at the outset is to learn contract vetting and negotiations practically. Do it by yourself. Then the second step would be incorporate those practical skills that you have gained and acquired in your CV. Showcase, use the right keywords. Till the time you don't use right keywords, any company, whether they are using application tracking system or whether the HR is directly picking up your CV won't be shortlisted and selected for an interview. So the next thing that you need to do is modify your CV considering and basis the needs and requirements of the company you are applying for. Now, how can you acquire those skills? We at Questcrest Leading India Private Limited provide an 8 weeks live sessions wherein you will not just be learning contract vetting and negotiations on live drafts, but you will be doing contract vetting and negotiations on live drafts. That's how you can learn. Plus, what you get here additionally is CV redrafting and interview preparation. So you don't have to go anywhere else for your CV redrafting. Once you have learned and acquired all the practical skills around contract vetting and negotiations, your CV will be redrafted so that you can start applying for in-house position, get shortlisted. Once you are shortlisted, we will help you prepare for the interviews so that you can ace your interviews, clear your interviews and get selected as in-house legal counsel. We have so many past participants who have done that. You can be next. Reach out on the number provided on your screen or on the website mentioned in the description box. We have registration open for the next batch, so make sure you complete your registration as soon as possible. Thank you for joining in. See you in next video.